Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Until now, many animations have described powerful magical battles and warm magic close to everyday life. The settings and how they are drawn differ greatly depending on the work, and every work has freshness and new discoveries. Without mentioning that the magic is different, such as whether it is used only during battle or whether it exists in everyday life as usual, which is also attractive. There are many other animations with magic, so be sure to pay attention to their settings and features. This time, we will introduce 10 magic anime within a ranking format. Number 10. The hidden dungeon only I can enter. After failing to secure a job as a librarian, Noir decides to join the Hero Academy. He knows he must become stronger to enter the institution. The great sage advises him to explore a hidden dungeon deep within the mountains. There, Noir meets Olivia Servant, a beautiful yet enchained maiden trapped within the labyrinth. Olivia bestows upon Noir a set of ridiculously powerful skills that grants him virtually total control over reality. Naturally, there is a catch: every time Noir attempts to use his powers, his life points decrease, putting his life at risk. To replenish his energy, he must give in to worldly pleasures such as kissing his childhood friend. Number 9. Blue Reflection Ray. Individual pieces of human emotion usually take form as flowers known as fragments. The select few who possess strong enough fragments can become reflectors, beings who equip specialized rings that allow them to connect their thoughts, memories, and emotions to those whose feelings waver. There are two types of reflectors: those who wear blue rings to protect those falling into depravity by preserving their fragments, and those who wear red rings to prevent negative emotions by stealing the fragments of those who begin to develop severe woe.
Number 8.
Kumo desu ga, Nani ka. The day is as normal as it can be in high school as the students peacefully go about their everyday activities until an unprecedented catastrophe strikes the school, killing every person in its wake. Guided by what seems to be a miracle, a handful of students are fortunate enough to be reincarnated into another world as nobles, princes, and other kinds of people with prestigious backgrounds. Number 7. Kami Tachi ni Haroweta Otoko. Deep in the forest, far from any human contact, there lives a child named Yoma Takebayashi. He engages in the rather strange hobby of keeping various types of slimes as pets. Furthermore, despite his young age, he has a sturdy physique and good compatibility for magic. All of this is because, having endured much hardship in his previous life, three gods grace Yoma with a second chance to pursue one goal: savor the wonders of life. Number 6. Slime Taushite 300 Nen. In role-playing games, slimes are usually the easiest monster to kill, and because of that, they yield few experience points. But what would happen if you live long enough to keep defeating them for 300 years? After many years of being a corporate slave, Azusa Aizawa abruptly passes away due to severe exhaustion. Seemingly headed for the afterlife, she meets a goddess who bestows her with immortality alongside a peaceful life in another world. There, Azusa enjoys her days tending to her farm, protecting the nearby village, and killing about 25 slimes per day, a routine that continues for at least 3 centuries.
なんとでもなれなのだ。姉さん、私たちはもう家族なんですから。
Number 5. Seven Knights Revolution.
旧図書館の呪いは実在します。
時々わからなくなるんです。
Seven Knights Revolution. Au no Keishusha is set in a world where eons ago valiant heroes fought against the forces of destruction. While their deeds passed into legend, the power of these heroes was later inherited by successors who fought to protect the world. One day, Faria, a successor of the Seven Knights, saves an ordinary boy named Nemo from the forces of destruction. During the ensuing battle, Nemo summons the power of a hero and becomes a successor as well. However, Nemo's hero is a stranger that is unknown to history, and so an epic journey where the past and present collide begins.
ずっと俺たちに嘘をついてる気がするんだ。
話を聞いてからでも遅くないと思うよ。
私にとって京都はすでに書かれた日記帳をなぞるようなものだからしたい。
力を求めるか。ならばこの
Number 4. How Not to Summon a Demon Lord. When it comes to the fantasy MMORPG Cross Reverie, none can match the power of the Demon King Diablo. Possessing the game's rarest artifacts and an unrivaled player level, he overpowers all foolish enough to confront him. But despite his fearsome reputation, Diablo's true identity is Takuma Sakamoto, a shut-in gamer devoid of any social skills. Defeating hopeless challenges day by day, Takuma cares about nothing else but his virtual life. That is, until a summoning spell suddenly transports him to another world where he has Diablo's appearance.
正しき光で照らしてくだ。ダンジョンの案内なら任せてくださいっす。ベテはマスターにご奉仕するために存在するのです。
詐欺師の大親玉がこんな小娘とはな。
Number 3. Redo of Healer.
俺が勇者になって魔王と戦う夢。
勇者か。
When Kiaru acquired his powers as a hero who specialized in healing all injuries regardless of severity, it seemed that he would walk the path to a great future. But what awaited him instead was great agony. He was subjected to years of seemingly endless hellish torture and abuse. Kiaru's healing skills allowed him to secretly collect the memories and abilities of those he treated, gradually making him stronger than anyone else. But by the time he reached his full potential, it was far too late. He had already lost everything.
俺は家畜にされ、利用され続けた。想像を絶する苦痛と恐怖。まともな神経では耐えられない。しかしヒールには致命的な欠点があった。癒した相手の経験すべてが。
あ、眩しい。まだ生きてやがる。
Number 2. Mushoku Tensei.
俺は生まれ変わったらしい。
はい、ルディは本が好きだから。
Despite being bullied, scorned, and oppressed all of his life, a 34-year-old shut-in still found the resolve to attempt something heroic, only for it to end in a tragic accident. But in a twist of fate, he awakens in another world as Rudius Greyrit, starting life again as a baby born to 2 loving parents. Preserving his memories and knowledge from his previous life, Rudius quickly adapts to his new environment. With the mind of a grown adult, he starts to display magical talent that exceeds all expectations, honing his skill with the help of a mage named Roxy Magurdia. Rudius learns swordplay from his father, Paul, and meets Sylphiette, a girl his age who quickly becomes.
特別にエリスって呼ぶこと別なんだからね。
僕今とても楽しいです。こんな
な、いろいろ大変なことがあったが、今日は全部忘れて食べて飲んで楽しんでくれ。
Number 1. Tensei Shitara Slime Dutta Ken.
互いに生きていることを喜ぼう。
37-year-old Satoru Mikami is a typical corporate worker, who is perfectly content with his monotonous lifestyle in Tokyo, other than failing to nail down a girlfriend even once throughout his life. In the midst of a casual encounter with his colleague, he falls victim to a random assailant on the streets and is stabbed. However, while succumbing to his injuries, a peculiar voice echoes in his mind, and recites a bunch of commands which the dying man cannot make sense of.
私の覚醒のためのちょうどいい生贄になってくれるだろう。
あまたの魔人を配下に擁する魔王、
およそ3万魔王ミリムの領地にて編成を行っておる。
俺の仲間に手を出すというのならそれ相応の報いを受けてもらう。
Like you, be strong to hold the powers of the sun.